wait. All right. I'll wait and then for a little bit, for about a minute, and then I'll just people can watch back through this after I get done. So
that was getting their wage
go ahead.
full time.
Oh boy. Okay, I think got everything. Got that off. All right. All right, so it looks like Rashida Tlaib, of all people, and a lot of other progressives want us to pay for all their student loan crap that they went on ahead and signed for. Now I'm going to go ahead and play this right now, and then we'll talk about it as we go.
Worked full time, Monday through Friday, and took weekend classes to get my law degree, and still close to $200,000 in debt. And I still.
That's that. Now, right off the bat, that's on her. That's something that she decided that she would do. She wanted to better herself, what she felt was better herself, and this is exactly what she did. So she went on ahead and decided that she wanted to go and get a law degree and everything else. And now, so this is what she did. So let's keep going here.
Over $70,000, and most of it was interest. Most of it was our.
Now, this is something she paid for, or that she agreed to. She agreed to this, and now she doesn't like the terms. This is not. I mean, this is something you were. Plus, she makes $170,000 a year in Congress. So you mean to tell me that you can't buckle down and go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pay. I gotta pay what I decided to sign for. Let's keep going.
Own government making money and profit off of me.
Oh,
And guess what? I didn't go to the for-profit entities. I went to legal aid. I worked at the nonprofit organization fighting for, the right to breathe clean air, to fight for the worker that was getting their wage, taken.
and that right there is her. That's something that she decided to do. She decided to do this. This is what she could have went to a high power law firm and made millions of dollars or whatever and or hundreds of thousands of dollars and paid off her student loan. She could have done that, but guess what she didn't do? She didn't do that. She decided to go and work for profit and all this other crap. Really, honestly, the easy crap that she decided to go do. Now, also, from what I was reading, whole thing where it says Americans with student loan debt, 47,900,000. A lot of those, most of the people that I think there was 60 to 70% of the people that have those that has that debt are people like her that really could pay it back, but they want everyone else to pay it back. So here we go, a little more.
Stolen from their employer. I went and worked on immigrant rights and so much more. And all
She worked on all that crap that she decided that doesn't pay. She went and did a whole lot of crap that doesn't pay well, and now gets upset because she can't pay back her student loan. But she's in Congress now. She's making I think it was $176,000 a year. If you're making that and you can't make your student loan payments, that's on you. That's on you.
of that to say, we have to stop treating as if folks that are paying for education as if they bought some bougie car or some big, something beyond that. No, they were seeking an education.
Yeah, you were seeking an education. You figured that was going to be your path forward. You did that. That was on you. I would love for progressives and the Democrat Party to stick with this right here. I would love for them to stick with this right here, that the American and whoever runs against any of these people need to say right up front, hey, you want Joe or James, the plumber guy or the electrician? Why do you want them? Why do you feel if it's in their best interest? Like I've said before on this channel, how does any of this help the American people? How does the average American worker, the guy or gal that works at McDonald's or works at some place like that, how do they benefit by paying off your student loan debt? How does it help the American worker? I've said this before on this channel. How does this help the American worker? Paying off her student loan does not help the American worker. Paying off anyone else's student loans does not help the American worker. All this is, when it comes to things like this, and it comes to stuff like the coronavirus, when it comes to these free boosters, free shots, free this and that, free education, all this is a direct pipeline into the pockets of the American people. And the American people will think that that everything is really free. All that this is a direct pipeline into the pockets of the American people. When it comes to things like free healthcare, free shots, free college, all this is a direct pipeline into the pockets of the American worker. That's all this is. Free college. It will never be what they say is that the cost is. And on the side, let's just take this off to the side a little bit. I always find it funny that people like this, people like Bernie Sanders, people like they always talk about just cutting the military budget, which I'm all for, but they never talk about cutting aid to other countries. Or Israel, of course they do, which I agree with cutting aid to Israel also. But they only want to cut they only want to cut it to them, but they don't want to cut it. They don't want to cut aid to China. They don't want to cut aid to Norway, Sweden, Netherlands, none of them. France, all of these countries that we're helping them, Mexico, all of them. But they're not helping us in any kind of way. They never talk about taking aid away from those places. They only talk about taking aid away from the military, and that's it. All that this is nothing but a direct pipeline into the pockets of the American taxpayer. That's the only reason that they're doing this. That they're doing that they're actually going with this right now. And they're doing another guy. And those are the only people, these people right here are the only people that are going to benefit from this. These are the only people that will benefit. The higher elites are the only people that are going to benefit from this. All the people that made it great and did great through COVID, these are the people that paying off their education, that's the only people that's going to freaking help. It is not going to help me because I don't have any student loan debt. What student loan debt I had, I paid for. It's going to help these people right here to get ahead. The people that are already making $170,000, $100,000+ a year, own property, own this, be able to live in the city, higher east, upper Manhattan lofts. It's going to help those people to not have to pay any money, any more money, or it's going to give them a pay raise. Is what I'm getting at. All this is things like this is a direct pipeline into the pockets of the American worker. That's all this does. So it really is a shame that a lot of people cannot see that's all that this is. It's a shame. Anyway, I got another topic coming up a little later that I'm going to get in live. I know I didn't say that I was going to go live and do this one, but this H&M ad, whatever that is, it didn't. I didn't say that, so I will be on probably around 6 or 7 o'clock Central Time. All right. All right. Anyway, comment, like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. All right. As soon as I figure out how to get out of this.